So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Angela Moore, and here on my channel, for those who do not know, you will see a lot about my life, about childcare, about daily living, about entrepreneurship, about cleaning, a little bit of everything. I'm still trying to figure out which direction I'm trying to take this channel, but I'm super excited to have you guys here. Today I will be talking about 4 different things that you can do to start living a life of peace. Yes, I said peace. In such a large, chaotic world, we have to all take ownership of our own life and making sure that we are experiencing happiness and peace. So if this is something that you're interested in hearing, please stay tuned. So what made me want to talk about just peace and happiness and things that you can do to make sure that you're living a life of peace. I thought about this because I'm like, you know what? I hear so many stories about people who may feel unhappy or things in their life that may not be going the way you want it to be. And I know I have been there before. And sometimes those phases last longer than they should because we're so caught up on other people. We're so caught up on, the act that took place that got you feeling that way, that we don't focus on the things that we can do, that we can hold ourselves accountable so it doesn't happen again, or so that we can live a better life, that we learn how to think positive and be positive in order for us to have the life that we desire. I think your peace is your responsibility. Your happiness is your responsibility. And it's so crazy. Sometimes we kind of hand that over to other people without even really knowing that's what we're doing. When you're in relationships with people, when you're connected with someone, we kind of like expect that from them, not even knowing that's what we're doing. So today, let's hop right on in. Right here I have my notes. I have it written down on this paper. So I'm going to talk about 4 things that you can do to get peace in your life. So the first thing is forgiveness. And not in a certain order, just whatever came to mind, I kind of wrote it out. The first thing I did think about was forgiveness. We all have probably experienced some hardship, some type of trauma, something that took place, and someone on the other end did something to you or hurt you or mishandled you, and you're stuck right there in those acts that took place. But learning to forgive them can be one of the hardest things to do. I'm not saying it's easy. It's one of the hardest things to do. But I will say, on the other side of forgiveness is where your peace lies, is where your happiness lies. And it may take you going to seek a therapist, going to counseling. It may take time for you to just sit, be alone, and journal and put out your emotions, or go and have a conversation with them. But I would say it's necessary. We can't live a fully peaceful, happy life without learning to forgive those that may have wronged us. We don't want to be stuck. We don't want to continue to hand over our happiness to someone else. We want to say, you know what? I'm going to get my happiness and I'm responsible for it. And if I have to forgive you so I can get that happiness, that's what I will do. And I'm not saying it's the easiest thing to do. It's one of the hardest things to do. But I think it will be all worth it in the end. So learn to forgive people. If you have to write down those that may have hurt you and just figuring out a plan for you to learn how to heal past that, then I think it's worth it. Your happiness, your peace is so worth it. So next is, for my believers, building a relationship with God. I think that is key to happiness and peace. We live in such a large world, and we all are fighting for clarity on our purpose, clarity on what we should be doing, clarity on what makes us happy, what brings us joy. Go seek God. Build a relationship with God, talk with God, read His Word, connect with Him, understand what He wants from you. And in that process of you praying and meditating and talking with God, I believe he will deposit things within you to help you become a better person. So you know which direction to move in, so that it can bring you that happiness. It can bring you a sense of peace, that you don't have to always be frustrated. You don't have to always be so angry or upset, but you know how to find the inner peace in you and be positive and be that happy individual that we all strive to be. So, like I said, build a relationship with God, get clarity on your life, understand and learn from God himself. Next is accountability. This is another hard one. Holding yourself accountable for all the wrong that you may have done. You know, sometimes we think about, someone else may have done something to you, but it comes a time where we should hold ourselves accountable for things that we have done, so that we know not to do it again, and it will bring you a sense of peace. You know what? I have corrected some of my wrongs. I don't have to hold on to that anymore. I can forgive myself for what took place. That's kind of what happens when you learn to hold yourself accountable. Also, find accountability partners around you. If you know there are things that you are striving to do, and sometimes you can't muscle up the strength to do it, find people that's already doing it. Find people that's good at it, and you can work with them, and they can hold you accountable. Also, for your goals, when you're setting goals, hold yourself accountable for the goals that you have set for yourself. Those are your goals. Hold yourself accountable. It's something about setting a goal and pressing your way through it, holding yourself accountable to do the work, and you'll accomplish that thing, and it brings you a sense of peace. Like, you be so proud of yourself. You be so happy, like, man, I did this. I am so happy. I'm so proud of myself. It brings you a sense of peace, like, oh, I can do whatever I put my mind to. So it's a really good feeling. I think we all are deserving of feeling that. And so that's number 3. The last one is ridding yourself of unhealthiness. Think about that. Let that marinate. Ridding yourself of unhealthiness. And that's not just food, but it can be food, it can be people, it can even be habits. So if you know, when it comes to unhealthiness, what type of foods are you putting in your body? It can really make you feel down. It can play on your emotions. We're trying to build a peaceful, happy life, that we need to eat food that kind of uplift that, not drain us and makes us tired and wear us down. We don't want to work out. We don't want to work on our bodies. We don't want to drink our water. I'm sorry, especially if anyone's my age or whatever. You can't just drink juice and sodas forever. We know it's cute, let the kids do it. But once you become an adult and you're getting up in age, you just treat your body better. So also with people, if you know there are people that surround you that brings out the worst in you, or they're in their own personal life, they're not living a healthy life, they have some toxicity, if I said the right, that they need to work on, get rid of them. They are distracting you from your happiness and your peace. Even if it's family, I'm sorry, family got to go too. I know y'all share the same blood and everything, but if they are causing you and draining you from getting to your happiness and your peace, get rid of them. They got to go. And that's hard as well. I know I'm talking about a lot of stuff that's hard, but the hard stuff that you work on brings you so much happiness later on. And bad habits. And then when you think about bad habits, I know everybody's mind go to, like, maybe, oh, I drink too much, I smoke too much. Yes, if you feel like you do that too much, then get rid of it. But also bad habits, like, in order for you to have a productive day, you got to get up at a good time. You can't sleep in. So being lazy, sleeping in when you need to be up, getting work done. Or bad habits can also be, you need to get some rest. You know, put yourself first. Do some self-care. Have a date to yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Sometimes we submerge ourselves and being around a lot of people and being around our friends and doing all this stuff, we submerge ourselves in that type of environment all the time, when sometimes we need to be alone. Have a day of rest. Go take a shower and do some soak in a tub. Treat yourself to some flowers. Like, bring out those emotions that makes you happy. So do some healthiness to yourself. Make yourself happy. Eat food, eat good food. Do the healthy things that make your life better. It makes your life happier and at peace. I know something for me, my nighttime routine. After working all day, like I don't know if I ever shared before, I work a 9-to-5 job as well. And I work with children in childcare. Well, I'm actually a resource teacher, so I help the classrooms. And I move a lot of stuff. I'm delivering all day. I'm talking to all these people. And I work at a very large center. So when I come home, and I have a family at home as well, I have to come home and jump in and help out in the home as well. But when nighttime falls, and my boyfriend goes off to work and the boys are asleep, it's me time. So my nighttime routine is very extensive. So I like to make sure I put on some relaxing music. I have this spray up here. Let me show y'all. This Dr. Teal sleep spray. Don't know if y'all can see that. Bomb stuff. I spray my pillows. I spray my bed. Do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever brings you peace. I sleep to I put up on the TV some YouTube rain sounds. I'm out like a baby. I have to do whatever brings me peace, so I can wake up and be happy about serving others and being around people and doing the work that God has called me to do. So yeah, so let's review on forgiveness. Build a relationship with God. Hold yourself accountable, and rid yourself of unhealthiness. So those are the 4 things that I believe that will bring true happiness and bring true peace. Can't even talk. True peacefulness to your life. That is it for me today. I hope this blessed someone. I hope someone apply these to your life. And until next time, peace, y'all.